Yak Gadget, made in America, based outside of Nashville, Tennessee. Yak Gadget offers all kinds of storage accessories, quick mount motor mounts, anchor systems, track mounted accessories, even paddles. Go to yakgadget.com and get your kayak decked out for your next trip out on the water.
The 153 Bait Company, based in Troy, Ohio, make everything from plastics to custom painted hard baits. Hook 'em hard and hook 'em often. All of our baits are made to order, and all of our hard baits are hand painted to order. So go to the153anglers.com to place your order today.
Based in Santa Ana, California, Bioenno Power provides the highest performance lithium-ion phosphate batteries for the marine market. These batteries are 1/4 the weight of sealed lead acid batteries, provide over 2,000 to 3,000 charge cycles, and a 10-plus year service life. These batteries can be used for any deep cycle application, including running fish finders, trolling motors, live wells, and LED lights. For more information, visit bioennopower.com. That's BIOENNOPOWER.com or contact dealers nationwide.
Welcome to the Paddle and Fin Podcast Network. This is the final cast segment with your hosts Brad Hicks and Josh Eldridge, where we cast our final opinions on all products good and bad. Welcome to the final cast.
Welcome back to the final cast. I'm your host, Josh.
I'm Chaz.
Hi, Chaz. What's up? What are you eating?
Just eating a cookie.
Okay. I got to hear you this whole episode.
What's that?
We have to hear you chew the whole episode.
Maybe.
We're doing a Star Wars theme today, so I thought I'd get the photo.
Oh, yeah.
They're back out.
Yeah. If you guys are listening, we have a cool little star background.
Yeah.
And you can check it out on YouTube.
So, Brad and I are just going to kind of be random tonight. So, yeah.
It is tonight right now.
Well, yeah, this is true. But so we got a good episode that we're going to be recording tomorrow, which will go up next week, which is going to be, we got Glenn back from Z-Man, right?
Yep. That's going to be fun.
It's been a little while since we talked to him. I can't remember.
It's been
almost a year.
Months. Yeah.
Almost, yeah.
I think we had him back in June or May or something like that.
Yeah, I think it was right. I think it was probably in the spring because it was right before I took my break. So, yeah. But so we're looking forward to doing that. Just a reminder, everybody, the Paddle and Fin Open and Clash of Clubs down at Dale Hollow is the weekend of the 9th, 10th, and 11th of April. Get signed up. If you get signed up by this Friday, you will be put into the drawing, and we're going to randomly pick an individual from the Open and a team from the Clash of Clubs that will receive free entry. So get signed up and potentially get your entry fee sent back to you. So also, we're giving away 3 kayaks at this tournament over this weekend. 2 of them for the Open and 1 of them for the Clash of Clubs. It'll be top 1 and 2 finishers in the Open, and then the person with the biggest limit or the biggest bag for the Clash of Clubs. So, and then, the more anglers we get, the fatter that pot gets, man. So get signed up. And also make sure that you guys are signing up on the Clash of Clubs, not just as an individual, but you assemble your team within Tourney X as well. We were seeing that it was potential that some people hadn't grouped their team together. I think Susie is supposed to be the one you can contact if you have questions in regards to that, Susie Roloff. So,
have you seen the anglers that have signed up for that?
Some of them. There's not a lot of people signed up, but we know how kayak anglers are, and we are very good at procrastinating to the last possible minute to sign up for tournaments. So,
yeah, there's some pretty big names so far, but don't let that not or make you not want to go, because it's still going to be awesome.
Yeah, yep, it's going to be a good time. We have Brian had a vision when he put this together, and that was to try to make it about all the anglers. We want to make sure that we are going to talk to as many people as we possibly can, and to try to get as much, social media content, video content, and just talk to everybody. We want to put the highlight on, anybody that we come in contact with. So you're going to see us at the boat ramps. You're going to see us in the water. We'll come up to you. If you don't want to talk to us, no big deal. If you're, you are trying to concentrate, get the fishing in, that sort of thing. Cool. Just let us know. We're not trying to be out there to bother anybody or anything like that. We just want to, showcase a lot of different anglers. So, but I look forward to it, Brad. You looking forward to it? If you go, you go.
Yeah. I've had a few people reach out to me on Instagram. They're like, dude, I want to meet you. Let's meet up when we get down there. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
You won't be there. It's going to call it now, everybody. Brad won't be there.
I don't know.
But we should invite Allie.
I thought about it, but then I was like, You all right?
Yeah, I'm okay. Hold on a second.
Josh is having some difficulties here.
You're going to have to fill in first thing. I got to get a glass of water.
It's all good. But yeah, I don't know if I will be down there or not. I want to be down there. If I do go down there, it's going to be Friday night, be down there Saturday, and then hopefully leave Sunday afternoon. But Josh, you left your mic on, and I can hear every little thing you're doing. But yeah, guys, it's going to be cool. If you're not signed up, even if you're not going to compete in the tournament, just sign up, man, and come hang out. I'm not competing in the tournament, so you don't have to compete. Just come hang out with us. You'll still get airtime. We'll talk to you guys. We'll put you on the podcast and put you on the social media pages. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, sorry about that.
It's all good.
So yeah, get signed up. Come down. We'll be hanging out at Eastport Marina. You do not have to stay down there, obviously. But if you are trying to find a place to stay down there, reach out to Richard at Eastport Marina. They have a Facebook page. Brian has linked through Paddle and Fin, several different links. Jump on a computer, go look through our social media through Facebook. Or if you can't, you can just throw us a message or email us or whatever. It's probably best that you send a message, or reach out to somebody kind of through private through the messenger app, because sometimes it takes us some time to get to the stuff that's in the actual email box, the inbox for Gmail. So, but Richard is a part of Richard is a part of the Houseboat Association, so he's familiar with a lot of the other marinas and stuff like that. So he might be able to help you guys out in locating a place to stay. And we need to get some more of these Tennessee guys. Like, how do we be having a tournament in Tennessee and I've hardly seen any Tennessee guys? I think there's more people from Ohio sign up.
They're scared. That's why.
They're not scared.
Tennessee guys, you guys are scared. So sign up. Prove me wrong.
Says the guy won't be there.
I am scared, dude. I suck. I'm going to lose.
Who cares? It's just about fishing. Have fun. But we'll be having if I remember correctly, Brian said there'd be live music. The marina has pretty good food, and I remember it is pretty good. It's really good. And we'll just be hanging out. So come down, if you guys, after you get done fishing, come down, hang out for a while. It'll be a good time. The Paddle Fin crew puts on a good show.
Sometimes.
I mean, sometimes it's a train wreck, but that's what makes it fun, right?
Yeah.
But Brad, what was your little topic? $100. You get $100. What baits are you going to go buy right now?
Yeah, meat and potatoes. Let's do it.
All right.
You want me to start?
Sure.
So $100, man, I didn't even think about this or anything, so it's gonna be a little bit off, but I think the first thing that I would buy is some TRDs. Yeah, I love those things, man. I'm sorry. I love them. I just started using the TRD bugs this weekend. You seen those?
Oh, yeah. Those are really good.
Freaking awesome.
The first person I saw that was utilizing them was Matt Ball. He had them. Those things look good, man. They look like smallmouth French fries or chicken nuggets. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, that's a good one.
Steve Coomer, everybody knows him here in Ohio. He was on Bass Fishing for Noobs one time. What has always stuck with me is bigger minnows, smaller crawls for smallmouth fish in the rivers.
Yep.
So that always came to mind, and I would always picture some tiny crawl. Usually I was using like 2 3/4 inch tubes, but I'm like, I want something smaller than that. Finally saw the bugs. I'm like, that is perfect. I mean, they're literally maybe 1.5 inches, if that. Perfect size.
Yeah. All right. I think my first bait would be if you gave me $100 and I went to a tackle store, I would go ahead and get, well, for the time of year, it'd be perfect, is a jackhammer. I'd get a jackhammer.
I like jack. I used to hate jackhammers just because of the price, but you can find better deals online.
Yeah.
Than inside the store. At Field and Stream, they're like $19 for half ounce and $22 for 3/4 ounce. I'm like, I ain't paying that.
There used to be worse than that. I remember when it first came out, they were like $25. So the price, crazy. I think, went down. If I remember correctly, I think the price went down slightly with them, but. Yeah, I mean, dude, but I mean, it's crazy to you, but
because I'm cheap.
Well, you are cheap, but I mean, it is an expensive lure to, purchase. But I think that if you look at what else is out there, man, it's relatively the same. You know what I mean? I mean, people are throwing Megabass. 110s, and those things are in the $20 range, or whatever. Those are expensive. And there's lures that are even way more expensive. So,
oh yeah.
I mean, you bought that, you've got a Rico, right? And that's not a cheap popper, is it?
Yeah, I was going to mention that the Rico's $25 popper, but thanks Ryan Dahl for getting me stuck on those. I picked his up. He was like, use it. I threw it, couple cast in, I catch a 19-inch smallmouth. I'm like, sweet. But I'm more prone to spend the money on a topwater bait because you're not going to lose that. You know what I mean? Unless you suck and cast high into a tree and can't get it.
I remember. So I'm just laughing because I remember your brother getting his Whopper Plopper.
Oh yeah. That reason right there is why he won't fish the river. He's like, I hate the river, man. I'm like, why? Because you suck at casting? Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, so I would say for the time of year, I'd get a jackhammer. That'd be my first one. I'm a big fan of the height special or whatever it is. It's got that white and a little bit of black and red or black and white and the chartreuse strand in it. And I really like that because I like it because you can pair multiple trailers within that. Like for your minnow imitations. I've used solid, not solid, but the sight flash, that white and clear with silver flake, Kitech. I've used the hot snakes one because of the chartreuse that's in the skirt. I've used the Kitech black shad, the half black, half that bluish or that clear color. I really like jigs where it has multiple colors.
Here you go. This one right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, that color is sweet. I just bought that over the winter.
It's just you can kind of pair a lot of different trailers with it. So that's kind of why I like it so much.
My favorite trailer is the Zaco, whatever.
Yeah, I like those too. I really like those. I haven't used one of those yet, but I used one. It was exactly pretty much the same bait. It was just oh gosh, where is it from? Lake Fork Bait Company. I can't remember the actual name of it, but Mike Grimsley gave me one, and I threw that white one. And I had that bait for a while, man. It was it worked good. So, but the reason I really dig having the Z-Man stuff on it, just because, like, you get that durability out of it. I kind of like having Z-Man stuff as trailers wherever I can.
Mm-hmm. So. Yeah, I know what you mean. I like the Turbo Crawl as a trailer. It's pretty good. Everybody, whoever's been listening from the beginning, they know that I love the chatterbait and I love the Turbo Crawl on it.
Yeah.
It's a good bait.
All right, what's your second choice?
I'm probably going to, if I'm going to fish the river, or I'm not going to say river, I'm going to say a lake bait this time. I'm probably going to pick up some Strike King Ochos and some tungsten weights. That's going to be my thing. And I think that you know what this is. This stems all the way back to fishing Kaiser Lake all the time, me and Justin. And that place has such heavy grass, and I love pulling the worm through that grass. It's fun setting the hook on them. Yeah. Pulling them out of the grass.
So my second choice would be definitely Kitech. I probably would pick one of my favorite colors to throw is the black shad, man. It just because you could throw that in the black shad for those who aren't familiar, it's not a solid black. It's actually black on the top and then like a clear slash. It's kind of looks like it almost has a blue hue to it, but I can't tell if it's actually got a blue coloring in the bottom section or if it's the black that's coming through and it kind of looks bluish. Mm-hmm. But that bait, dude, I love it. It's one of my favorite colors to throw. I love the smallmouth magic one too, but that bait can be thrown in the lake or the river, and it's imitating, a lot of shad. So whether you're seeing it in a river or as well as in the lakes, So
what size are you throwing?
I'm a big fan of the 3/8. I used to throw big ones. I used to throw really big ones back in the day, like the high 4-1 or the 4-3. And I mean, you still get bit on it. The thing that I found though is that I would get them ripped up real easy because I think they would be sometimes grabbing the tail or whatever, and it just seemed that they'd tear apart easier. I mean, don't get me wrong, all the Kitechs get tore up easy. It's a soft bait. I think that's what gives it its incredible action, but it's not the most durable thing. But I mean, you can buy some Mend It glue and glue those things back together really easily and make them last longer. I know a lot of people that do that.
Here you go.
Yeah.
Black shad right there. Yeah, I've never seen that. I thought you always threw the white one.
I do. I throw the white one too. The white one's one of my other favorites, but that one overall is a really good one because, and it's really weird. This picture doesn't do it justice because when you actually tend to buy them, man, it's got almost a bluish color to that bottom part. At least the ones I've had before. So, but definitely a great bait to have. So versatile. You can throw it basically anywhere,
Yeah.
Unless it's somewhere that does not have a shad population whatsoever. But
yeah, this is going to be one of my baits I pick up too. Except I'm going to add that I'm going to put it on the Wicked Willow because I love that thing.
Yeah.
But Sight Flash and Smallmouth Magic, those are my two favorites. But I've never seen the black shad, so I'm gonna have to try those. They look good.
Yeah,
they kind of look like a smoke, like in the picture at least. It's like smoky looking.
Yeah. It's definitely a good bait. Everybody's familiar with Kitechs, and It's a versatile bait. I think what I like about that bait is that you can throw it on a weight, EWG weightage. You can put a regular EWG hook and put a freaking bullet weight in front of it if you want to. You can fish it slow. You can fish it fast. You can bounce it off the bottom. It goes through grass really nice, especially if you're fishing with EWG hooks or whatever. But if you're in open water on the rocks, you can, put an exposed jig, through it. So it's a great bait to have. Great trailer, so on many types of.
I've been throwing them on the VMC swim bait jig head. I don't know if you've seen those.
Yep. That's a good one too. They're good on those rugby swing head jigs, the football head.
Mm-hmm.
Those are good.
I've even seen guys throwing them on what do you call them? Ball head jigs. But yeah, This is what I like. Just because those those hooks are so thick, the gauge of them is when you set the hook with it, there's no doubting you set the hook. I like it.
Yeah. All right. So or did you want to go into the Ocho? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Did you want to talk about
that? Well, I like the smell of them. That's one reason why I get them. I don't know if you've ever smelled them or not.
It smells like licorice, doesn't it?
No, it's well, the caffeine shad, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's the coffee scent that the caffeine shad has.
I didn't know they had that in coffee scent. Yeah.
The Ochos are coffee scented, and you open it up and it smells like a latte. I'm like, I love it.
I like those worms too, man. I've never bought them, or actually I might have later on, but I think I got them in a mystery tackle box, and they sat there for a long time. And then I think it was when we went to Dale Hollow, when it was me, you, and Justin and Ryan and that crew, when we went down and stayed on the Kentucky side, and old Justin's pulling out like 10, 15 fish and within 30 yards of the boat ramp in the weeds. And I was like, what are you throwing? And he told me, and I was like, oh, well, I happen to have a packet of those. So I started tossing those around.
It didn't matter what color we threw, they were biting it.
Yeah.
That whole weekend. Justin put up like 88 inches every day we were there.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty good. He had a good weekend. I didn't have that. I caught the fish, but they weren't that big.
Yeah. Well, you caught a good one. You caught a good smallmouth while we were there, and I caught a decent one too.
Yeah. So. Yeah, that was awesome, man.
That was your personal best at the time, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah.
But then you went home and
caught a 19 and a half twice.
Like the following week or something.
Yeah, something crazy. That was awesome, man.
But all right. What's your number 3?
You asked me too quick. I'm gonna have to say something topwater. I'm retiring the Whopper Plopper this year. I'm not gonna use it as much. Once that kind of weather hits, I probably catch 90% of my fish throughout the summer on something topwater.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try to not throw the Whopper Plopper as much this year, because it seems like I get a lot of dinks on it. But
yeah.
I want to go back to the buzzbait, and I want to throw the Rico more this year. I just have a feeling that popper is going to be pretty epic.
Well, you didn't get into throwing the Rico popper until like
October.
Fall. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were still hitting it then. That's what was crazy.
Yeah, it was like 55 degrees, and they were still smacking it. I mean, they weren't even smacking it. They were smashing it.
Yeah.
I was like, wow. I set the hook way too hard on them because I've never thrown a popper before. So when I set the hook, Ryan was like, dude, you about lost that fish. He's like, don't set the hook, just lift up on it a little bit.
Yeah.
Because those treble hooks are really tiny.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd probably pull out pretty easy if you
I don't know what it is about that bait though.
Is it the noise different?
I don't know. It might be the size. It might be the feather on the back. It does have noise in it. They look incredible. There was
What's
one
that what's that retail at?
25.
25.
Yeah. I bought one. That's it. Because like I said, it's top water. If I lose it, or I'm not gonna lose it. You know what I mean? Or I shouldn't lose it. You're more prone to not lose your top water.
I'm gonna laugh, dude, when you said that thing sailing. Just snap.
And it floats, so I can paddle right over to it.
What if you can't find it?
Well, then I'll probably cry. Oh, I don't even know though, man. Like, let me pull up a picture of these because these things are freaking awesome.
Yeah. It's a new bait, right? Like,
yeah, and all the Bassmaster guys are using them.
Oh,
well,
really?
they're not really new, but
okay.
All right, I need to stop going to Tackle Warehouse's website because when you pop up a picture on their website, it doesn't get very big. Oh, that's the other thing about this popper. You can walk the dog with it. It's kind of cool. Like you just barely jerk it and just darts back and forth.
Yeah,
which is pretty cool.
Are you throwing that on?
And
braid?
It's not. Yeah, I have a 7-foot medium fast action. I think Ryan throws his on medium light, but yeah, this page ain't loading, so screw it. Whatever.
Find a picture, man. Let's see this thing. It's a $25 popper, man.
All right.
I'm ready to get my mind blown here.
Here it is.
Oh, it looks like a popper.
I don't know what they do. I don't know if it's like hand carved or what, but
Lobina makes it. That's right.
Yeah. If you guys haven't heard of the Tackle Talk podcast, he does an episode with the owner of this company. It's pretty good. Check that out. But yeah, I throw this bone one. I like anything white for smallmouth. But the black one looks good too. Might have to spend some money and get that. If you see, you got like 3 little BBs in there, 3 or 4.
So they have different sizes?
Yeah, plus some in the back. Yeah, you got a Rico and a Rio Rico. I think the Rio's bigger. And that one looks cool. Look at that one. That has a little heart on it.
Oh.
This one's cool. I like the white with the yellow mouth. Okay,
Yeah.
never mind.
What?
It just messed up on me, so whatever.
Oh. Your computer's running weird.
Yeah, I don't know, stupid. I need to
but so all right. So you got the Rico in the bag now. How much are
and
you
the
up
buzzbait.
to? And the and a buzzbait. So you got both.
Yeah, well, the buzzbait I use is cheap. It's like $2.99.
Okay.
So when I'm at, heck, man, I'm not even at $50 yet. The Rico was like most of it.
Yeah.
But I probably would get multiple packs of each of those soft plastics I got.
Yeah. I think my next one would be some soft plastic frogs. Like not hollow body frogs, but some soft plastic. I got into throwing those last year and I really had a fun time. And I think it's going to be my new thing to do this year.
You going to try those BizBait pad daddies?
Yeah, I think so.
Heck
I think
yeah.
I'm going to.
I think those would be killer at Kaiser Lake.
Yeah.
I want to try that.
Yeah, because sometimes I get kind of frustrated with throwing frogs and trying to get them to walk through the pads and stuff. Like, I don't know. Like, it's like here we get like this huge pads like they do everywhere else, but it kind of gets where it's not maintained well. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like you get like you throw and you're like, all right, I'm good here. And then you get like wrapped up in a stock or whatever. And it just, I don't know. But with the, and the grass and stuff that we have here, I don't know. I really like throwing those, and just the leg action, the kick to it. I just like the way it looked. And I was like, oh man, I wish I'd been doing this for a while. And I think Ricketts was really into throwing those soft plastic frogs like that. So I think I'm going to start trying that out. Sam's always talked highly of it, so I think I'm going to get into doing it more. I lost a good fish on one up at East West Harbor. I was fishing and I was throwing into the area where the boat docks are, kind of like almost like if it's like the little canal or channel that's going into an area that has the docks and everything over there. And so I threw like into that area, but I was out on the main lake and I threw thinking like, I don't know, maybe there's a bass sitting there in the main lake, like ambushing stuff next to the wall. You know what I mean? Right at the 90-degree turn. Threw that thing in there and brought it out, dude, and it just got hit the instant it hit the 90-degree bend right there in the wall.
Nice.
Like, I mean, it got hammered too. I wasn't even expecting it. Like, I was like, I'm just like, la 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 la, just, and then boom. I mean, it drilled it. And I freaked out and set the hook too fast. I mean, it didn't pop out of its mouth, but I did not get a good hook set. It was there for like 2 or 3 seconds and came off. And that fish had some weight to it. Like it definitely was a decent fish. So
I believe it.
So I look forward to kind of doing that. I want to get back into throwing topwater more again. I think that I miss out, like, when we do these tournaments and I get up real early and then, I'm like, I end up not doing it, and I'm like, I think I got tired of throwing hollow bodied frogs and stuff. And, I like throwing buzz baits, but not that much. Like, so I think that's going to be my new thing.
Yeah. If you go back to the Biz Baits episode, they talked about that frog flipping over if it lands the wrong way or if it hits a stalk or something like you said, it's going to flip back the correct way, which is pretty cool. But yeah, it's funny you mentioned that about topwater and fishing in tournaments because I do the same thing. I'll throw topwater all day long, but once tournament morning comes, I won't touch topwater at all. I don't know why. Yeah,
it's weird. I think what it is you go out there and you're like, all right, am I seeing them out there? Oh, no, they're not. They're not hitting top water or whatever. So you just like gloss over it or whatever. But
yeah, it's weird. Like that's a confidence bait of mine. And I just don't throw it when it comes to tournament time. That's weird. Yep. Never really thought about it.
All righty. On to the next.
Man, I don't know. This is getting tough. I'm trying to think of my other rods. So I'll have a chatterbait. We talked about the chatterbait already. I'm a big black and blue guy. Anytime, any watercolor. Talked about my worms. Talked about the TRD. I got a drop shot rod. I'm not a huge drop shot guy. I've caught them on it.
Stop thinking about what you keep though when you tie up for a tournament or whatever. This is just a shopping trip, dude.
I know, but those are my 5 confidence baits.
You've got $100.
I know, but those are my. I'm not like most people though. Like you've seen my tackle boxes. I have 3 tackle boxes. That's it. I have 5 confidence baits. I always have tied on.
Well, here's $100. Go branch out, bro. What's something you'd like to learn? Like what do you want to get? What's other? Because I mean, that's the thing, dude. What if those 5 baits aren't working? You're screwed.
They're gonna work. They're gonna work. I have confidence in them, man. Especially, I mean, like the TRD is like my go-to when I can't catch a fish. I will catch a fish with that.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. I'm gonna go with line.
You're so lame.
Hey, dude, I love Power Pro braid, man. That is my stuff. I love it.
Oh, jeez.
I'm just being honest. If I'm going in a store with $100, I'm coming out with some braid.
That's
Josh is like, show's over.
Right? Like,
whatever.
You actually had this good idea and you had to lame it all up for us.
I'm sorry. It's all good.
Brad's like, well, I take the $100 and I just go buy the exact same stuff I've been throwing for the past 5 years.
That is basically what I do when I go into a store. I usually don't branch out. My branching out is throwing the football jig from Jig Masters.
Yeah.
I always have one tied on.
I think you need to go out. I think you need to splurge, and you need to get yourself a Megabass Vision 110 Junior for the river.
Is that the jerkbait?
Yeah.
Well, why spend that money when I can go to the shameless plug 153 Baits, who custom paints the Megabass blanks for half the price?
Well, there you go. I didn't know they did that. So,
yeah, they're blanks for the their jerk baits are the Megabass 110s.
All right. Well, there you go. So, shameless plug, go ahead and get yourself a Vision 110 Junior and try that out in the river.
I should. I mean,
have you seen one? Like the 110 Juniors?
I know they're a lot smaller.
Yeah, I mean, they're smaller. Yeah, they're pretty sweet looking too. Like, I think it'd be a good bait over in the GMR for you. So, I think Ryan tears it up on the regular 110, doesn't he?
Yep.
So,
let's pull a picture of this because I don't know if I've ever seen one. Jeez, this is stupid. I'm sorry.
Everybody knows what they look like, so don't worry about it. So let's move on. You're going to get some line. I'm going to get some Jig Masters jigs. I like throwing jigs a lot. It's funny because I kind of just started doing it when I met Cody. I mean, I had some, but I hadn't really gotten into throwing it very often. But even like decent sized ones, man, I've picked up some big smallmouth in the rivers on some pretty gnarly big like jigs. I mean, not like crazy big, but it's another versatile bait. I really like baits that I can present in like different depths of water, different, that sort of thing, different, something that I can toss in the trees, or toss in the limp timber. And then if I need to, I can turn around and go chuck it at a rock pile, So, I mean, granted, you may need to get different weights or, different weight, but go ahead.
I will say I'm going to try his finesse jigs.
Yeah.
In the river for sure.
They look nice.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, so somebody posted that, and I was like, "Oh, I can't wait to try those." And they're like, "I can't wait to see your face when you catch a big smallmouth with one." Because I always post that picture of me going.
It's hilarious. All right, next one, Brad.
More fishing line. I'm just joking. I don't know, dude. I've always wanted to try the fluke. And I think that's something that I'm going to throw this year, just from listening to other podcasts and stuff and the way people are rigging these things. There's different ways you can rig them.
Yep. You got to try out the Zulu rig, man. He's been doing that for years too. Like, he's been killing it, throwing that bait. And, it's really cool that he's throwing it with the Z-Man. So that's going to last a while. It's right up your alley, dude. Z-Man, durability, keep it cheap. It's not an extensive like rig or something, or anything like that. And so yeah.
He's perfected that rig, man. Like, he's taken the rig and made it his own, it seems, and I think it's pretty cool. They should just rename it after him.
All right, so you're gonna try flukes out, huh?
Yeah, like a weightless. I think I want to try weightless.
Yeah, here's one that I'll definitely have to get. I'm gonna have to get several because I like fishing these at really deep water and shallow water, and that's the Megabass Dark Sleepers.
Oh yeah,
definitely get some of those. I fell in love with those baits last year, so they are little smallmouth magnets, and so
I just don't like the way they look. They look weird.
Yeah, they look goofy, dude, but they work, man. I'm not a fan of the colors. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I don't know.
But
weird.
Yeah, they definitely look weird, but they work. So
here you go.
See, that one looks natural. That one looks kind of weird to me.
Yeah.
But you got to think about it. Like, that thing is something that's going to be right on the bottom. You know what I mean? So the fish are going to probably be looking at it from above slightly. So, but
that looks like a decent one. I would throw that.
Dude, I've thrown just about almost every color. So, and yeah.
Yeah. Is it supposed to look like a Mad Tom or something like that?
I don't know exactly what it's supposed to look like, but you know, it looks like a dark sleeper, dude. Have you ever seen that?
Oh
fish?
Yeah, duh. I'm an idiot. Yeah, I would try them out.
I mean, they're Megabass, so they're a little pricey, but they're not like awful, and they're it's a decent bait. You know, it doesn't get stuck real easy. You know what I mean? Like, it's easy to kind of get out. So get out of the rocks and that sort of thing. So
because the hook's right in the fin, isn't it, or something like that?
Yeah, yeah,
yeah. That's pretty cool. I'll try them in the river. Why not?
And they're like, I've bought some like little ones too. Like, I have some smaller ones, so I can hook you up with one. Let you try it out this year. I think it's the lightest one to make. I think it's a 1/4 ounce. It's the lightest one. So, but it's like this big, dude. It's tiny. You'll like it. It's pretty cool.
I love tiny.
You could throw it like on a heavier rod setup too. So, and then you wouldn't want to chuck it on a medium light, probably.
Yeah, I like tiny baits for the river.
Yeah,
I'm a big fan of those.
Just remind me next time we go out. I'll bring one for you.
Need a kayak, man.
Right.
Hey.
All right. So I went dark sleeper. Where are you at?
I'm probably over $100. I'm guessing maybe.
All right.
But
I don't think you are, but Brad's like, I'm just going to take it and save it.
Hey, the Power Pro braid takes up $30.
Yeah. Does it really? No, it doesn't.
Yeah. 300-yard spools, $29.99.
Oh, really? Didn't know that.
Yeah.
I haven't bought that. I haven't bought braid like that. I only use it on one rod. So,
oh, dude, braid and leaders. I use it on like 4 of my rods, I think.
Yeah,
I love it.
I'm a big fluoro fan, so
I use fluoro on my my bait casters, like my jig rod and my chatterbait rod.
Yeah. Well, you bring like what, 2 spinning rods at least
on the river
or wherever.
Like if I'm doing a tournament, I have 3 of each.
3 of each. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I do one spinning reel and 5 bait casters. So
yeah. There's just some stuff like I need to get back more into it. Throwing 3-inch grubs on an 1/8 ounce ball head jig.
Yeah.
I throw that on spinning gear. I mean, you don't need a bait caster for it. So I have like a 7-foot medium action rod that I throw stuff like that and the big Joshy on. And then I have my medium light TRD rod, stupid stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I want to try drop shotting in some of these deeper holes that I found on the Great Miami.
There you go.
I found some. I know of holes that are 20, 30 feet deep. That has fish in them. Need to try.
Cool, man. Well, you want to wrap it up?
Wrap it up. Sure, we can wrap it up.
All right. Well, I don't think either one of us hit $100. We were close, but just some of our favorite baits if we were to go buy some tackle right now. So I'm sure it's kind of a repeat episode, but you know, sometimes we like to talk about the same things, right?
I you know me, I'll talk about the stupid Wicked Willow all day long.
Right. But everybody, thank you for joining us. Brad, anything else you want to add?
If anybody know, that cookie I ate was pretty good.
The what? Oh, the cookie.
I'm just whatever.
But we look forward to our next interview is going to be with Glenn from Z-Man again. So we're going to talk about some stuff. What do you got for Glenn, do you think?
I don't know yet.
You don't know what you're going to...
Yeah, we're going to talk about the Willow vibe for sure.
I want to talk about the goat.
The goat.
Yeah, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, dude. I'm excited to hear about that. What went into developing that. That's what's cool about having Glenn from Z-Man is getting the backstory of these baits.
Mm-hmm.
Like kind of how they come to fruition and stuff. So that'll be cool. So, all righty. Well, everybody, thanks for joining us. Don't forget to get signed up for the Paddle and Fin Open and Clash of Clubs at Dale Hollow. We look forward to meeting everybody down there. So if you have, like I said, if you have any questions, reach out to us through Messenger, through the Facebook page, whatever. But thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time on the Final Cast.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning in to another killer episode on Paddle and Fin. Don't forget to go check out our website at paddle_and fin.com. Don't forget to check out the YouTube channel at Paddle and Fin. If you got a question, comment, want to hear from a future guest on a future episode, feel free to email us at paddle_and fin@gmail.com. Don't forget to follow us on social media at Paddle and Fin on Facebook and Instagram. Shout out to our show supporters, Angler. The Angler button and app just makes for a better time on the water and creates a virtual logbook for every fishing outing out on the water. Shout out to Rocktown Adventures, located in northern Illinois, for all your kayaking, camping, and hiking needs. Shout out to Jigmasters Jigs. When in doubt, get the jig out. Go to jigmasters.com